How are you, man?
Welcome to the Broski Dills podcast, the best podcast in all of the land. Is your boy Kiko Flow, Kiko Cervantes, and with me, like always, Chef Maurice, directly from Miami, his new home, Hialeah, Cuban City, and a new setting. You have an Asian little backdrop that I'm guessing is dividing you and your other family members in your new home.
They are actually just behind us.
Chilling, like watching the news.
Right, they're reading the newspaper.
Right, that's crazy. And you're like the little weird guy doing, whatever it is he does on internet once a week with his loser friend in Madrid.
Like the grandparents don't understand what we're doing.
Right.
He's like, why is he talking to his gay friend?
Right, that's gay. He's just being gay.
That's gay.
Right. And
Why
he's
is he
not
talking to another man?
and he's not, 100% wrong.
Right.
He has some arguments to what he's, to what
He has some points.
Yeah, he has some
I give him
points.
that.
All right, my man. So look, let me tell you something. I wanted to tell you something right now.
Something.
I know that your offspring is having, birthday party soon.
Yes.
And I wanted to talk about baby parties because I'm actually invited to a baby party soon too. Actually, the same day that you.
That's why you're not coming, right?
Yeah, that's why I can't come.
You didn't do RSVP.
And it's just weird because, I don't know. I don't want to be an asshole. I know that we're at the age where we're gonna be experiencing more and more baby parties, but they're kind of annoying, and I feel like you have to put a little effort if you're the one organizing it to make it fun for the other people. Because at the end of the day, while you're doubting because you're making a shit party.
No, I want to hear this. I want to take some pointers because I still have time to come up with stuff.
Yeah, perfect. So this is gonna be like a little guide for you. Look at it like as a wedding too. I heard from a comedian say something about the weddings that I'm gonna say right now, and it makes sense. But for the baby parties too, look, this thing only matters to you, the parent, because the kid is not even gonna remember it, right? Nobody else gives a fuck. Right? Some people love the kid and all, but it's like a wasted Saturday, right? So, make it worthwhile. Good finger food.
Okay.
Alcohol available. I got you. You want a little, bump of the cocorino? Let's go to the back. Don't make it obvious, obviously, but make it a colorful time for people. With a wedding, same. You want to have a lot of food, liquor. I've heard of people like this comedian was talking about it. Like, oh, you ever go to a wedding and they don't tell you until you get there, you find out there's no alcohol or there's no open bar. Like you pay for the drinks. To me, that's insane. If you make a wedding, people have to pay.
Yeah.
You can't do that, right?
Can't do that. Actually, I saw a news article very recently that a couple who had their wedding was charging $300 for the dinner for their guests. And apparently only, I don't know, I want to say like 60 out of the 300 people that were invited showed up. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I think it's also getting to a point where it's like, hey, bro, do you want me to go to the wedding or?
So they were charging $300. I would have to look up the article again. But let's say, unless it's the French Laundry who's serving the food.
Is that a restaurant?
I'm not paying that's a high-end Michelin restaurant. If they're not serving the food, then you cannot charge me $300 and whatever dollars for.
Right.
I think they were pocketing some of the money. They had to. So maybe the food was $150, and then they were just pocketing another $150.
This is the thing. If I was able to, I would like to do my party where people don't even have to pay. But if you do need to make it so that people pay, make it so that it's the lowest amount possible. Here in Spain, the average is like 100, 150. And I think that alone, that's no nothing. You have to think about the transportation. You need to think about if you have a suit. Do you have a suit that's, at this moment, I've been able to reject all weddings. So I haven't had to buy a suit for a wedding. But I'm going to have to eventually. Someone's gonna get
your
married that I
wedding.
can't say no to, right? Like if I get married, I'm gonna need to get a suit. I can't fucking
Maybe a family member gets married.
right, and I have to, fucking go.
Maybe
Yeah.
your mom.
My mom, she can get remarried.
So okay, so these people, the one I'm reading right now, apparently there's been a bunch of couples who have done this because I also see a $450 per guest. So
Yeah, but what the fuck is that? I mean, maybe like
my
rich people do that. I don't know.
maybe, I mean, my understanding is like this is an event as well. So this was like a 12-hour wedding event. So you were not only paying the $330 to eat, you're paying it for the event as well, for the music, the drinks, the finger food.
Okay.
I don't know, the hotel. Though maybe it's a different way of seeing, because when we're doing parties, we would do that, right? We would bring 20 for the food, bring 20 for the drinks. So maybe this is to a bigger scale, something like that, and they just made it their wedding.
Right.
I can see that point, but
Yeah.
also we've been accustomed to see I pay for everything so you guys can come in and have a good time, free drinks all night, free food all night, or a lot of food all night.
I mean, I understand not everybody can do that, but that would be the ideal because people are already taking off time for work. People are spending time in their outfit and money, and people are spending time in getting to the place and getting a hotel.
Traveling.
And all that is super expensive. So I think ideally you want to make it so that the actual event doesn't cost them anything, In Venezuela, the way that it's done, I don't know if it's changed, is there's no cost for you to come to the wedding. But people decide to...
So everything's paid for?
Yeah. But people decide, and it's very common for people to leave a gift. And it's normally like a envelope filled with cash. So it can be traced.
I think that's fine. That's a good gift.
And then
I think
normally
it's also-
the money that they get is enough to pay for the party and have a little left over to, start their little love nest.
If
Maybe the
I
honeymoon.
was going to do a wedding thing party, I would now let's see if you're on my side. So I would do the party. I would run the cost of it, the food, the drinks, for you to come and have a good time. But the only gift is going towards a honeymoon. How about that? Like, hey, I can only give you $50 for the honeymoon. That's fine. I'm not asking you to give me $200 or $1,000. Whatever you can give me, that's fine. It's just so you know, it's going to go to the honeymoon that we're going to go to Africa
Thailand.
and pet some baby
lions. Right. And then we're going to shoot them. It's
I wasn't
included.
expecting it that far.
No, it's included though.
Right. It's including the package. And you can show the package that you're going to use, like the Wild and Out.
And they can even log into a page and see the pictures of what's happening and shit.
At the end, you'll grab the elephant by the head and just show it in a very sad.
And shoot it
You shouldn't
too.
be shooting animals.
No, but I mean, if I'm going to this place and like that's part of the experience, what am I gonna tell these people that run this place in Africa? Oh no, sorry, I'm not gonna do whatever you think is correct. Like no, this is what they're telling me to do. I'm not gonna pussy out. I just married this girl. I want her to know I can defend her.
Or the other idea I got was, I'll pay for my trip, the honeymoon. I'll pay for it. I'll go to Spain for a month. But you can pay for or help pay for activities. Like, let's say we want to go to a restaurant. You'll pay for the meal, or you'll pay for the drinks, or you'll pay 75 euros, and then he'll see what the fuck you want to do with it. Or I'll pay for a full meal at a Michelin star restaurant.
But how do you organize that? Isn't it easier if you just give you money and you just have it for the trip?
Right. From my understanding, there is a website that helps you do this. That you can put, I want to do this, so people can see and put money on stuff that's going to actually do something,
Like we bought half an ounce of the Cocorino Romano in Thailand. Who wants to pay for that?
Right.
Obviously, Jeff wants to pay for that.
Or anonymous. Maybe it could have been your mom.
Right, right, or your teacher from like middle school.
Maybe it could have been a gift from mom and dad, a whole kilo
Right.
of.
Yeah, a whole kilo of the Maui Wowie. Yeah, be careful. Okay, no, I get it. I get it. Um, yeah, so this type of parties, I just feel that you wanna try to give as much as you can, right? Like I need to go to a baby party,
How old
soon,
is this
right?
child?
I think 2 or 3.
Okay, so he's around the same age as mine.
Yeah, we don't even talk much, right? Like,
Okay,
and
okay, so what are you expecting? What are your expectations for this
a
party?
bunch of people that I don't know with their kids, and me having to do a lot of small talk with the husbands of other women that have kids that are there, and then I have to talk about dumb shit with
And
husbands.
you're gonna hate every second of it.
I mean, at the end of the day, as cynical as I want to be, I end up being friendly and I enjoy some part of it. But it is gonna have some like obstacles at the beginning. The husband of the friend that's having the thing, I like him, so we talk and hopefully that'll be fun. I mean, I'm talking
You guys
shit
have
like
something in common? Like you guys can talk it out for a while?
nah.
Or is this
We
gonna
make a
be
lot. We
small
make a lot of
talk and
gay
move on?
jokes and shit. So he's cool like that.
Okay, okay.
He's always telling his dad like, "Oh, Kiko is gay,"
Oh, okay.
and his dad laughs. The dad of the friend, he plays dominoes and he's funny. So I mean, I'm kind of talking shit like it's probably gonna be fun, but I kind of just hate the idea of it, like a baby party. And I'm probably gonna make baby parties when I have my babies, and I'm gonna fuck up other people's Saturday. But you do
Right,
gotta
right.
know it is mainly for the parents. It's an event for them. Like it's like, and everyone else prefers to be like home watching The Last of Us, with a potato lesbian. Let's be real here.
And okay, so are you expecting what kind of food are you expecting? Are you expecting an activity for adults so you guys can have fun too?
What I would hope is that there's a lot of alcohol.
Any kind or one kind in particular?
I mean, because now the heat is getting a little bit more prominent. Beer skis, are sort of the go to. But you can have some hard liquor in case you want to take a shot or two and start talking a little bit more about politics. You know what I mean? If you really want to get into the nitty gritty, let's talk about taxes, social programs, right? The LGBTs.
So tequila?
That's a little too hard. That I might get kicked out of the park. It's gonna be in a park, so it's gonna be a picnic type thing.
What kind of food are you expecting?
I don't know. I'm expecting.
Taquinos?
Yeah, it's probably like it's Venezuelan adjacent, so something around that. I mean, last times that I've been in different events of the adjacent to babies, that they've had good food like shawarmas, tequeños, so it should be good.
Tequeños.
But I have to sort of speak with adults and be like, oh hi, yeah, well, I'm the boyfriend of the girl that's
Whoa,
friends.
What the right? How long have you guys been together? Oh, 15 years. When do you guys get married? That's gonna be the next question.
Right? When are you having kids? Then you have to explain. Well,
That's something you can do. Like as somebody who's already had kids and be married, you can't just come up with people that know they haven't gotten married or whatever. You can't be like, oh, when are you gonna get married or when are you gonna have kids? And this one, actually, my lady friend came up to her cousin like, oh, when are you gonna have a girlfriend? I'm like, I'm defending my dude right here.
okay, so
like-
your wife is falling in the habits
Into that
that she
category.
would criticize in the past.
Yeah, yeah. So she's like to her cousin. She's like, when is the girlfriend coming? When she knows, when we know there's no girlfriend.
Because she
here.
probably was annoyed when she would be asked in the past,
Right.
hey, when are you gonna
Right.
get married? When are you gonna have kids?
Right.
And now she's that aunt
She's
asking
falling.
other. Right.
She's falling into the category of.
Have you
that.
fallen
And
into
so-
it yet, or are you keeping strong?
Hell no, no, because I've been there. I know how that shit feels.
So you don't
So-
play that bullshit.
Nah, fuck no. So I went to my boy. I'm like, dude, don't even answer. I'm like, yo, girl, you don't ask that shit.
Right,
Don't
right.
make them feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, come on, go make a sandwich,
Come
girl.
on, babe.
And then you tell them, dude, do your thing, use rubbers, right? And get a prenup if anything.
Good decisions.
Do you think your girl would have been annoyed if when you guys got married you were like, hey, but we need to do a prenup?
I thought about it,
Yeah.
but now that I'm jobless, it wouldn't have worked for me.
Right.
But maybe this just gives her another sense, reason to
It will
break
be
off.
audacious for us to like want to get a prenup. It's like a prenup for what? For you fucking cooking knives, you piece of shit.
I can buy all of those with half of my paycheck.
Right.
And damn, that's where you're like, all right, babe.
No, okay. Well, I mean, I guess never mind about the prenup. It's cool. She's like, no.
It's cool.
Let's do a prenup, you piece of shit.
Now I'm thinking about it.
Now I'm keeping everything I got. Yeah, I
Right.
mean, yeah.
So do you want any adult activities? Because that's one of the things I've been thinking about.
But I
maybe
wasn't
have
adult. Look,
something-
I mean, maybe like the guys will get together at Domino's table. And even though I'm not a big Domino's guy, I mean, you're in pretty much Cuba right now in South of Florida,
Right.
and Domino's is big there. But whenever I'm with the boys, whenever I'm with the masculines, I like to play a little Domino's, to assert, my
your
presence.
masculinity.
Yeah. And even though I suck, I look at the pieces like I know what I'm doing and shit, and I put pieces with like strength. I'm like, pah! So they can know what the fuck like I'm not here to play games, right? Like I might not look it, but I walk it. Does
Right.
that make sense? Okay.
Right.
So yeah, if that's
so-
what you're talking about, adult games. Otherwise, what are you referring
I
to?
was talking about more like, I don't know, what's it called? What's the name of with the little papers, and make it more family friendly,
like Pictionary or some shit.
something like that.
Yeah,
Make
I think it's too
fun
many
for the adults
people.
as well.
Yeah, I mean,
My understanding right now is that from the RSVP that we got, it's like 25 adults and like 5 kids. So it's definitely more adults.
yeah, I mean that sounds like a more of a party I would like because it's like less kids, more adults. Who has
But
mind altering substances? Let's talk about
if
it.
if I wanted to do that, then why would I choose a park when it's 100 degrees outside and it's hot as fuck? Like that's not my environment right there.
Right. I mean, here hopefully it's not gonna be that hot, but yeah, people here do it like that in the outs, in the outsides. Now,
Do you guys
just
call it
for
botellón?
no, although one time we were at a party where we weren't supposed to drink, so we kind of had to hit the drinks, and then I didn't like that. So I don't know if this one's gonna be in a park where they're gonna allow us to drink, or if it's gonna be the same issue. And if it is, it's an issue. You know what's another issue? Having to pee. So
Well, this place has restrooms.
some of these
place we
parks
rented.
have restrooms. Is the place you got? It has shade,
It has shade, a
All right.
canopy.
a canopy. Another thing I wanted to ask you, like, what's the sort of etiquette around this? You carry with you almost at all times a Penn Benjamin, right? A Sean Penn with you, providing little, its and bits of the THC Rooney. So my question is, what's the protocol when it comes to taking the pen to this type of events? Is that something you do? Is that something that helps? How that works?
This is only from what I've seen on the outside, not what I'm gonna do. But from what I've seen, heard, smelled, is something you can do before people gets there.
Okay.
And then, since it's a Benjamin, you can go to the restroom because you've been drinking a lot.
Right. So you gotta pee.
So you gotta pee. So you kind of keep the Benjamins coming.
Right.
When you start feeling a little
Right.
low,
Annoyed by Richard's story about his mom fucking having Alzheimer's.
you go and pee because you've drank
Right.
7 beers already.
Right. And you hit the Benjamin button. Papa. Now, what if, like, while you're peeing, some other dude comes in, right? One of the parents, he's a guy. And, I mean, there's 2 options here. He either gets a little bit like, oh, what's happening here? Or he's like, hey, bro, damn, can you hook it up with the Penskis? Because I'm about to, like, kill myself here.
So I would have to assess this person beforehand, just because I know I would know what to say. So I see Richard
Right.
who's a fucking dumbass.
Right.
And I go like, all right, no, I'm just gonna say that I was just hitting my cigarette vape
Okay.
because it's in Florida. It's a different system, right?
Meaning
So
it's not legal all the way.
apparently not.
Okay. Right. So this is all hypothetically speaking, right?
Right, it's just not gonna happen. At Miami Park on Saturday, and
Yeah, it's not even gonna like that's not what's gonna happen at all. Uh huh.
so, but if it's I don't know, if it's cousin Johnny who
Right.
grew up in the same
Right.
hood, we were boys.
Right. Cousin Johnny has been to juvenile, for
Right.
example.
He has some cool stories to tell.
He's the type of dude that gets a GED, right? Whatever that is,
He started a band that lasted for like 4 months.
Right,
But he
because
started a band, so he's
they
super
started doing
cool.
meth. So obviously, all right. So cousin Johnny comes in. He's like, "Hey, bro, what's goody? Hook it up." And you're like, "I got you."
You definitely so
But then
that's where
right behind him, Richard comes in. You're like, "Fuck, it's Richard," because he knows he's been looking at you. He's like, "Damn, this guy has a Benjamin."
well if Richard comes up to me, he's like, dude, are you hitting the pen, Jamin? Then I would be like, all right, yeah, I got you though. But I'm
Okay,
very
okay.
wary of
Right,
sorry,
right. You wanna
hypothetically
check
me
it.
is very weary. And then also I don't want to share my shit.
Right.
I don't want to
Infections.
be sharing. I don't want to be.
Yeah, the Benjamin
This is
is
like a me
personal.
thing.
Right.
Right.
No, I get you.
I don't want to be sharing my shit. So,
But like you
so
share with
maybe I
me,
would,
for example, if I go to the bathroom real quick, hey, oh, what's up, girls? I'm gonna take a pee. Pa pa pa. You hook it up.
but you know, if it was Kiko in the party,
Right.
Kiko,
If it was me in the party, would people outside be like, hey, where's Chef Maurice and Kiko? They've been away for a long time. Okay,
why
I
do
get you.
they? Why do they keep leaving every 5 minutes?
Right. What is wrong with them? Right.
Why
Okay.
are their eyes so puffy now?
They're supposed to be taking care of the barbecue. They haven't even turned on the fire. The coals. They're not lit. They're lit, but not the coals.
They said they were gonna grab more ice, and it's been
Right.
45 minutes.
We should call ICE actually. Okay. All right, so this is gonna be in a little barbecue place, and you guys gonna do barbecue?
So we don't know if there's a barbecue. We're gonna go check today later
Okay.
on. Otherwise, we already have a plan. So
All
my
right,
plan
talk
was
to me.
do-
Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to
My plan
us.
was to do tacos. I wanted to
Okay.
make tacos with like a nice summer salad with watermelon and corn. Two separate salads. One with the watermelon, one with corn. Very summerish, right? With the tacos, so it wasn't going to be as heavy. But we were informed that not all children are taco friendly.
What the fuck?
That's what I said.
Okay, so this is
That was my
this is a
answer.
whole different side of this whole baby party thing. Okay.
So
Carry on.
I'm like, I want to make my shit. I'm gonna cook it,
Right.
and I want to serve this shit because that's my idea, and that's what I think would be good and
Right.
kind of cheap.
Yeah, and I can get like a bag of Cheetos for dude.
Right. And the second, we got a second message from a second family member saying that tacos are not child friendly.
Damn.
So that just killed my vibe.
Shit, I don't even
Killed
want to
my
help
vibe,
you now.
for sure.
I kind of want the
So-
thing to go bad. Hot dogs for everybody.
So one of the ideas was to buy Chick-fil-A,
Jesus.
which, looking at it,
It's easier.
it's easier.
Chick-fil-A is fire.
Price-wise would be about the same. Chick-fil-A is fire. But
It's not cheap though.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to show off for the family.
Right, but if they don't want it, then
Yeah. They've been little pussies, but
okay. So okay, because if there's a barbecue, is a barbecue a valid option?
I think so. Now, I would be over a lot of scrutiny over the barbecue. Like, I'm gonna be judged for
Oh,
sure.
word up.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
I've so since I got here, I've been able to cook a little bit for the family.
When you say the
And for
family, this is the in-laws. Just so that people have a little bit of context. You're living with the in-laws.
right, but right. I'm talking about the still that side of the family, but a little bit further out.
Right.
Anyways, we've been. I mean, I've done bread.
For
I did a
kasha.
little barbecue for the brother-in-law
Oh, you did?
a couple of days ago. Yeah, best meat they've ever tasted. Apparently, that's what they said.
Damn.
And right, I got their points, but now if we do a barbecue for the family, I'm definitely gonna be judged.
Okay. Are you comfortable with that? Do you think you can overcome it and kill it? Are you afraid? Do you think that buying Chick-fil-A will be like throwing in the towel? Talk to me.
I know my abilities. I know I can do it. I know I can do. I mean, I don't doubt my abilities. But if one thing goes wrong, that's what it's going to be remembered. But I don't doubt that I can do it.
Okay.
I know I can do it, and I can do it better than. I already showed it, bitch.
Oh shit.
But
Okay, I'm definitely sending this to them. Okay.
but this will be definitely like if I get through it, then
It's sort of like winning a cup. Like boom.
I'll be in the restroom lifting the cup myself.
Right.
If I wing this and actually do
Okay.
it right. But if I don't, then I'll be remembered for the burnt morcillas, blood sausage.
I mean, the thing with the barbecue is that it's hard to fail at that. Normally, kids like chicken. That's cheaper. You get them chicken, then you get steak, some pork, some chorizo, some
Dude,
blood sausage.
There's a difference here. There's a difference here. When you do it, and I'm definitely not throwing shade at it, but you don't have the sign of I work in a restaurant, I'm a chef. Because when you do this, they are expecting a certain level.
Oh, right,
of-
because you've been introduced as the boyfriend that's a chef, and he thinks he's all that. Right, so they see you with a different expectation.
So when I made the bread, I failed.
Can you show us the bread?
Yeah, give me.
Yeah,
I'll
but,
keep talking while.
Keep
look.
talking, yeah.
So I failed at putting enough oil in the pan so it wouldn't stick to it. The good thing is that when I cooked it, it didn't burn. So it just got stuck to the bottom. It was a little hassle to take it off, but we did, and it wasn't burnt, and it was actually perfect because the outside was nice and crispy. Because at the end, that bread kind of fries in that oil
Right.
and makes it crispy. So it didn't burn. It just got stuck to the pan, but it was perfect. So I got brownie points there.
Right. They were like, okay, he's got it. He's got the hands. He's got the touch. Bam!
I got asked if this was some sort of, and they gave me like an Italian name for it, and I'm like, I don't know, it's just bread. Did I send you those pictures?
Yeah, you sent me. You sent it to me. Okay, no, I mean, so now you're still waiting to see, because, I mean, if you buy Chick-fil-A, it's sort of like saying, hey, guys, I don't believe in myself.
Yeah, it can sound like that, and I don't want it to.
This is an opportunity to show them, hey, I'm more than an unemployed podcaster.
Right.
I can...
I'm more than...
I can take care of this food stuff to a higher level. Tacos is not what you want. Maybe I can get a little barbecue going with the right sauces and the right the accoutrements, the fixings.
All right, here are the pictures. Let me know if you see them like that.
All right,
Yeah, you got them?
So we got about 6 different focaccia breads. That
It looks
sick.
good, right?
Yep, it looks perfect.
Look at that.
With the little onions, the little tomatoes, the little olives. Cheese? Any cheese? No, right?
No cheese. Not this time. But
Okay.
next time I got you.
Okay. Put a little
Yeah,
cheese
look
in.
at this. Looks fucking good.
Little pesto in there.
Damn. If you're listening to us on Spotify, just make sure you turn to YouTube for
Yeah,
the
every
picture.
once in a while, look at the YouTubes. You know, he's showing us the focaccias that he made. And these are beautiful breads, some with like pecans, some with... Is that pecans in one of them? Or is that just olives?
That was olives, not pecans.
All right. But hey, pecans could go too. You know, I like to make a fusion. I'm a little more risk taker when it comes to the foods. Yeah, you can catch me doing wild things out there. I get my little bolognese sauce and I put a little spicy on it. Make it a little fire.
I made some picante.
Oh, really?
Some spicy sauce.
Oh,
Didn't I show
really?
you the pictures?
Fucking really,
Oh,
mate.
yeah, I showed you pictures.
Show me, mate.
But anyways, so I can't fuck up the perilla.
Right, so if you do the parrilla, or the barbecue, right, you gotta do it right. What are the type of cuts that you would take, knowing that you gotta satisfy the adults and the kids?
Damn. I was thinking of ribeyes, but that shit's too expensive.
Okay, true.
I guess a nice picanha would be.
All right, a picanha always goes well.
I don't know what else. I don't know. Chicken, I guess. But chicken is tricky in the grill.
Yeah, it takes time,
Get
right?
too dry. It would be too dry. And then kids want to eat that shit.
Okay. Pork chops better for kids?
Maybe yes. Actually, I think so. But those you got to cook a little bit longer for kids.
Right.
You don't want to give them some medium rare.
Yeah, unless one of the kids you don't like, then you can give them, the salmonella pork chop. What about hot dogs? Is that seen too low?
That's a possibility.
Right.
Choripan, maybe?
Yeah, choripan, so with chorizo and maybe a little bit of that spiciness on top, pico de gallo, some going there. Okay. I got you. And you get the blood sausage too?
I'm not a lover of it, but I can get them for the peeps. I'm only a lover if it's well made. Which I don't know if that's
me
if
too.
that
I
answers.
like it very well made. And I don't like it with rice.
What about music?
For the party.
Should we bring some music? So like a little Spotify action?
Yeah,
Maybe
I
put the
think so.
podcast.
Yeah, maybe not the podcast, but you can put the little speaker. And you know what I find to be great music for some reason? Maybe I'm wrong on this, but like early 2000s music, whatever it was in the top Billboard, yeah, it just seems to like, it's just, it's just good music, for the millennial parents. And it just puts them at ease. It takes them to that time when they were, jerking off for the first time. It just takes them to that time. And that relaxes them.
You find that to be good?
Yeah, I find it
party.
like a party of a people of our age, a group of our peers. I reckon the best music would be some like early 2000s pop. Hoobastank, that song kills all the time. And everybody's like, oh, it's cool. It starts the small talk going. Oh, what high school you went? Oh, okay. Where did you work? Oh, I'm in marketing. I mean, blah, blah, blah.
Are you expecting to make new friends at your party?
I mean, I guess, but you're at an age where you don't really have room for new friends. Like, I might like you and we had a good time today, but it's a one night stand. I'll see you in 3 years on a birthday, I guess.
Or maybe next year for the same birthday.
Same birthday, yeah. He will still know who I am, the baby.
Are you bringing gifts for the child?
I guess I got to speak to my girlfriend about that because I guess we do. That's another thing, right?
You got to spend some dough on that.
Yeah, man. It's crazy,
You know
bro. An
what?
adult life is kind of annoying. I don't like it, and it's not my thing. If I can be honest,
Sorry, you have to go through it.
I know, but it's just not my thing. It doesn't make me happy. It's a lot of responsibility, a lot of meetings with people, and a lot of small talk. I have my cousin has 3 kids, and he tells me that when he goes to these parties, it's like, it's like that. It's like brutal. But he kind of like, goes with the kids and acts like, oh, I gotta take care of them, and kind of like, avoids people
I'm afraid for myself
for this party.
for this party. Yeah, yeah.
Do you think? I mean, you're probably gonna be, preoccupied with like the food and stuff. But for other parents that are going to this party, that might be thinking in their head, "God damn it, I have this party on Saturday. Fucking annoying." Do you think that a good thing that you could do as a parent is, if you're not the organizer, you're just attending, you could be the dad that's playing soccer with the kids, and you kind of get away from the other adults, and you just like, "Oh, I'm the PE teacher today. What's up?" And then you kind of do that. Is that a good
I could
sort
do
of
that.
cop out?
I could do that, but at the same time, I'll be yelled at. Like, come here and help me,
Right.
kind of situation.
Right, the women always.
Why are you
fucking
not
it up.
helping me?
Right, but if you were the organizer, right? Imagine you were
Oh,
being
that's-
invited.
Oh, then you can be the one playing. Yeah, for sure. That's
And
your
that-
role for Saturday.
And that's a way to sort of get out. Like, let's say you have a hangover from last night. I don't really want to speak to fucking Richard about, whatever he's
Bitcoin.
fucking, yeah. Yeah, he's making. No, Trump just got in office, so it's going to go up. And no, so like, oh, let me play soccer with the kiddos. I look like the cool dad, right? The women are going to be talking because you want the women to like talk about you, because then that makes your
Kiko.
girlfriend know. Yeah, because that makes your girlfriend know. You see?
Oh,
You see?
the typical comment would be like, "Oh, Kiko gets he gets along well
He's
with
so
the kids.
great with kids.
He'll be a great father someday."
Oh my God! Like, wow,
Are you guys
so-
thinking about having
you
kids?
and then she just looks at your girl. You're so lucky. That's amazing, right? That's what you want.
But he's still unemployed, right?
No, no,
Is
come
he
on.
still
wait,
doing that? Is he still doing that podcast?
That podcast for retards? Hey, come on, Chef Maurice, what's up, bro? I thought you were like saying cool things. man.
I mean, he looks great with a kid, but I don't think he's for you right now.
Is he like still
Is
into
he
video
fully
games and
committed to
shit?
you?
Doesn't he play Fortnite with his friends at night? Fuck. No, I mean,
How
I
long have you guys
guess.
been together?
I mean, I guess if he loves you, I guess. I mean, you're like an
10 years
engineer.
already?
You're like a real like hot shot type thing. He makes like music, right? That's never been heard by no. Is that okay? So no, I get it. No, it's cool. You love him,
Is
and you
is
guys have a
he,
kid already. Like you can't give it back. Like that's your kid, right? Shit. Okay. Well,
Is he hasn't proposed yet, huh? Did he buy the ring already? At least.
oh no. Okay, so you can still leave him.
But you deserve so much better.
No, but that's not what they were saying, Chef Maurice. They were saying like, "Oh my God, he's so cool.
But he gets along well with
he
kids.
gets along
He
with
gets
the
along with-
kids, right?" So they like that, and you want them to tell your girl like, "Damn, you're lucky. Like he's a cool guy. He doesn't seem like he's gonna, do
And
serial
she'll
killing."
just look
every
at you
time.
with her wine glass, like.
Yeah,
But
that's what
you'll
I'm
be
stuck
playing
with.
soccer with the kids, and then you'll have a beer in your hand.
Right.
You get along with kids. You get along.
and you're the Funko. You're the fun uncle, right? There's nothing better than that, right?
And you're the Funko, and the fun part for you is that you're not even blood related.
What do you mean?
So
I'm
you're not
blood related?
really. Well, I don't know if the person that you're going to see this weekend is.
Oh no,
blood
not in this
related to you,
case.
but-
No, not in this case.
But for this Saturday, you're gonna go and you're gonna still play.
Yeah, but
Fun
for
Uncle,
example,
even though
when
you
I
don't have
mean,
any
when I've been in
closeness to them.
events with like the kids are actually my family members, right? Like the sons of my cousins and shit. That Funko goes to another level because when they see me, they know Funko's here. You know what I mean? I'm drinking beers and hitting the Benjamin like that. It's Funko Kiko in the house, and they know it.
Oh, so
I mean, they
you're
don't
not
understand.
only right. You're not only the Funko with the little kids. You're the Funko with the teenagers.
Exactly, and I'm also the Funko with the older people. They love me.
What if
Anyone in a
Rosemary-
wheelchair loves me. What?
What if cousin Rosemary? She's what? She's 16. She still goes to high school. She comes up to you. She's like, Uncle Kiko, did you bring the Benjamin?
Yo, what the
She tells you like, did you bring the Benjamin? Let's
No,
go to the back.
no, she wouldn't say that because as much as I am a Funko, there are certain thresholds that I don't violate.
You wouldn't let your teenage cousins hit the pen if they ask for it.
If they're 18 and over.
You're not a fun uncle.
Hey, that's a gay uncle. You're gay, Cole.
Uncle Kiko sucks, dude.
Wow, Uncle Kiko, Funko. No, he's more like authority uncle. Yeah, he's not the cool uncle. Maybe I'm not Funko. Maybe I'm the bucket.
What if Johnny's son? He's like, hey, uncle, can you get me a shot?
How old is he?
17.
Okay. I mean, it depends, right? Like if we're in the house of the abuela, right? And we're just chilling. I mean, I might bend the rules, Because, like, for example, what if you have your nephew, right? He's 20, and he asks you to buy him alcohol. Will you do it?
Of course not. Of course not.
You feel me?
Of course not. I got you. Or
I mean,
you're like, just give me the 20, and then I'll get you some beers from my house, so nobody gets in trouble.
Okay. Because, I mean, like, if I wouldn't get my 20-year-old nephew alcohol, then I feel like a hypocrite.
Right. Did your uncle get you?
Yeah. Yeah, and when I was 19, 20. So I just kind of feel like, I don't know. And there's nothing like, yeah, Uncle Martinez. There's nothing like getting drunk. I mean, at the end of the day, maybe the people that were getting me this stuff were like not good people. No, I think back then it was all right. Like early 2000s, you could buy your nephew alcohol, and it wasn't frowned upon. Yeah, I mean, it's not a story you want to say at Sunday church, but I don't know. I think it will be gay if we're like Funko and you cannot get me liquor. I'm 20. I'm 19. Come on. I just want to have a few brewskis while I watch the UFC, Uncle. I thought you were Funko.
All right. So, okay, you're hoping for like, how do you say nieces and nephews? Nieces and nephews in their 20s.
Right.
So they're cool, so they can drink, and you guys can have an actual conversation about life.
I mean, I'm going to use the laws of Europe. In Europe, at 18, you can drink, smoke, go to jail, and go to war. I follow the old European rules. So if you're over 18, Funko can buy you liquor. And we drink it at my house.
He can buy himself liquor, too.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I'm saying if we're in a place that doesn't allow it. Yeah, what the fuck? It's like, what do I need you then, Uncle? Fuck you. I want liquor at 16. Like you had it. Like we had it. That's fucked, right? The hypocrisy. Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, baby parties, if you have comments on this, please, leave it, any critiques, anything that you've noticed, experiences from your own, going to parties of your friends or even your own babies. Let us know what went. Yeah, and you on the next episode, you tell us how yours went. If you killed it with the food.
I hope people have some sort of fun, and I don't know how I personally can make it fun, other than maybe cooking. But
do you have activities planned or?
No, not because the park or the canopy, as it's called, it's very close to a playground. So I guess I'll play in the playground. But there might be a bouncy house. So
okay, that's in the talks. For them. It's in the talks.
That's in the talks. It's in the talks. Yeah, I mean, I want you to come to the party and also have fun.
Right.
In this, 100-degree weather, we can But also people are gonna want to do indoor, like under the shade activities.
Now, when it comes to, we haven't spoken about a very important part of all this. When it comes to the refreshments with alcohol levels, what are your thoughts on this? What are you gonna do about it? Did you even think about it? Okay.
I don't know.
Okay,
I mean,
so
we talked about like buying beers. Maybe we can buy beers on like there's like the hard seltzers mix shit.
yeah, I think
people
that's
might
great for
like.
the hot weather. You want some refreshing drinks like beers, like the little seltzers with the vodka, for the girls that are more cosmopolitan. But I think you need that there. Like, if anyone that's going and they're kind of bummed that they have to do this, once they're there and they start
should be
drinking the first
rewarded
brewski,
somehow.
they're like, "Oh shit, maybe I didn't make a bad decision. I'm where I'm supposed to be."
Right.
And then they start talking.
Now-
Did you guys see about the people that got stuck in? Yeah, oh my god, yeah, they died.
Now, for a kids party, you shouldn't bring hard liquor. Can't bring like tequila and I don't know.
I mean,
It's
you
a fucking
can.
11 a.m. party. You can't.
Yeah, but you can. If you're Funko Kiko, you may bring one of these. By the way, which I'm so crazy to use them. I don't know what you call these. It's like these little containers.
Oh, the
for
flask.
liquor. A flask. Yeah, it's like a flask. I haven't found myself in a situation to do this because I don't really drink like that.
Saturday is your chance.
But Saturday, I could take this fill. I could take it filled with a whiskey, and then I can
think
go to
you
the
might be into
bathroom,
something.
and then just take a sip, a little Benjamin, and then come back, and I might be able to, to make
Doug,
it happen.
I think I have one just like that one.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna fill mine up, and I think you should fill yours up.
Should we do
Put it in
it?
your pocket. Put it in your pocket. Take it, and then just go to the restroom, fill it up, and then put I don't know whatever you want to mix it with,
Right.
orange juice, whatever the fuck. And I'll send you pictures. You'll send me pictures, and we'll have a fun time.
All right, but don't make. Okay, I mean, we'll talk behind the scenes, but don't make me do this if you don't do it, because then, like, I don't really do this, not because of some moral shit. I just don't really drink. But I'm gonna get a bottle, fill it up, and Saturday we can be hashtag the Flask Boys, Flasky
The
Boys.
Flask Boys. I'm down for that.
All right.
Count me in for that. We'll have international fun.
You can leave comments, and maybe we'll take pictures and share it on the next one. You can leave comments, and also you can let us know what you think about this, because I know people have kids now and they follow us, and others want to have kids, and others already have had this type of parties. And maybe you don't have a kid, but you have friends that have babies, and they invite you to these parties, and you're like, how do I behave then? Well, you can be part of the Flaskboy crew. You take your flask, you take your pen, and you make it happen. And you have fun with the kids, you have fun with the parents, you tell a few stories, you let them know everything's good. You want people to leave and be like, damn, that guy was a Funko. He was definitely a Funko. But you don't want to go over it, right? You don't want to drink the flask all at once. You want to sort of ration it.
Right. You can't use it in the first 30 minutes. It has to be like the party's 3 hours long. It has to last 3 hours.
I mean, keep in mind, you're drinking Coronas,
Right.
visibly. So this is just to top it off every 45 minutes or so. You go to the bathroom, you
Maybe
take a little
do-
flask. Pah!
Maybe do a little bit of the whiskey in the bottom, the beer on top. Mix it in and just drink it slow. Put some ice on it.
Oh, put some whiskey in the beer.
Right. And because you're not going to drink it in the bottle. You're going
Right.
to have to put it in a cup.
Right.
So you do the whiskey in the bottom, top it out with ice, and maybe have a beer on it. So if somebody asks,
Right.
what you smell like whiskey, you'll be like, but it's beer.
Right, it's beer.
And
Are you
then-
fucking retarded? No,
Fucking
Kiko.
dumbass.
But you hit one of the kids and threw the cake in the ground. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, now you're talking. Yeah, I did that.
I want to say, do that. Maybe some orange juice. Just
With
if
the-
you drink
with
it
the
too
whiskey.
fast, you're gonna smell like, with vodka.
Okay. Whiskey, I mean, what I would do is just I'll go to the bathroom and take a few shots. And if they say why I smell like that, I tell that's not your fucking business. Okay, I'm trying to make it past the
Where are
day.
you gonna hide your flask?
I'm see if I can put it in the back of my jeans like a fucking cowboy. You know, like shooting straight from the hip.
Maybe you can use some cargo shorts and put them in the lower pockets.
It is getting hotter now, so I might be able to rock out the shorts. And you get the flask going there, yeah.
Show your leg tattoos.
What if when I go to the
the
bathroom
kids.
to take a flask, one of the parents, like not parents like my age, like parents of the kids my age, right? Like seniors, they see me, right? Like, dude, I'm playing dominoes with. He's like, hey, dude, what's up? And I'm like, oh, I'm, just doing my thing, Mr. Rodriguez. And then he says, I mean, you can share with the homeboys. Should I give him a hit of the flask?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
The flask is okay to share because you can feel the pain in everybody's eyes there.
Right.
Now, the Penske's, that's the one that you don't share.
I mean, if I share the Penske with Mr. Rodriguez, he might fucking, he might go
be seeing
insane.
things in his dominoes.
Yeah, he might. Okay, I get you. No, I want to know what other people think. Obviously, you can leave comments on YouTube. You can even leave comments on Spotify, questions that go directly to me. You can leave reviews on Spotify. You can leave reviews on iTunes. And it really helps us. Subscribe, share with your homies. We have clips on Spotify and Instagram every day, like 4 clips a day. And we also have the Spanish podcast if you want to, know how we sound like in the Spanish language.
We recently interviewed a pilot.
Oh, we did?
You can check it out.
Check it out. It's the last episode. Pretty cool guy. He flies planes, and obviously that's scary. So, cool guy. He listens to the podcast, so obviously we're smart because he's a smart guy. He listens to us. So, by logic. Well, Chef Maurice, we're happy that now you're in Miami. We are actually closer hourly wise, so we don't have to be so far apart in the time frame of time. And thank you guys for listening. Stay tuned. Keep it gangsta, keep it Gucci, and keep it cute.